Oh, we can use this as a reflector with the quadcopter to show you the first time you fly what you needed to keep in mind. So the other day when I did the review, I was out flying with my mate Eric, who I accidentally called Alex, so I may call you Alex today as well, and showed you, and I filmed in that, showing the first time he ever flew it. But he is pretty handy with that stuff. He has flown one before. Tina never has. So I thought,
I'm not handy with all this techie stuff.
But she did geek out when she saw it. So I thought, let's just film this again, and in this video I'll be splicing advice from the two different shoots and the two different flying things, and you can see how they both went with it.
If you haven't seen my full setup video, click through on the link that's on screen now and in the caption. That one shows you how we set this one up and then took it for a fly and did a review on it. Today, we're already having it all set up and we're just going to show you some tips to not crash it straight out of the box.
No, it's got a reasonable payload and you are nice and light, but I don't think it's going to carry you somehow. Okay. First step, always turn the remote control on first before you put a battery in this guy, just in case. It never has, but in case it flew off or whatever.
And then it sliced my neck and then I die.
Did I pick the wrong person to demonstrate how easy this is going to be to fly? FML. Hold that. We brought along 5 batteries, so if you don't crash it on the first 4, you got a lot of flight time today. I just pop the remote down. You can pop this one in. So, plug that in, the power.
It's like I'm an electrician.
Look at that.
Oh my God. Is that in? Yeah.
No, just push it all the way. But see, you can't do it the wrong way because it's a funny shaped pin. Then shove the battery in that way first, then tuck the cables in.
What's this one? Nothing?
Just tuck them both in. They can't short out. Just push it all the way in. And then close the hatch door. That easy. Genuinely, she never did that before. Done. Now, it's going to take a little while. Let's make sure you want to have, as I said, the first time you fly, make sure you're in GPS mode. Most important. We're going to explain why, but make sure you're set to GPS before you take it off.
You're going to slice my face.
Well, they're not spinning yet. Yeah. If you've got red lights flashing, that means I'm not ready to go yet. I don't have enough satellites. Once it's all on green when you're in GPS mode, that means it's ready to go. But before we do that this time, I'm going to just show you the calibration. So where I was flying with Eric the other day wasn't too far away, so it probably won't actually need it. You normally only need to do it if you change time zones or go like to another city or something. But we'll do it this time anyway, just to show you how you do it, because this is assuming it's your first time ever flying. So just hold it.
You're a virgin at flying.
Keep the light towards them. So the GPS to ATTI, just keep flicking it up and down about 10 times fast until that changes to a solid color. About 10 times up and down. Just keep doing it up and down until you see it change to a solid color. There we go. So now turn in a 360 until you face back, and then it'll go from orange to green, so that's done. Then you want to hold it this way, light facing up, and again do a 360. I know it feels like I'm playing a practical joke on you, but this is actually how it gets its compass bearings. Yep, and then that's ready. So we're just going to sit him down. We'll actually sit it on the box, because that's a nice little promo. I should say though, I bought that case myself in Hong Kong. I just think, well, all guys kind of want to feel like spies, right?
Like a secret agent.
Okay, so you hold that, don't do anything yet. You see it was flashing red and now it's not. When there's no red flashing, that means it has sufficient GPS signals. If it's flashing once, then I think it has 1 less than it needs. 2, it's got 2 less than it needs. 3, then it's got not enough to sufficiently use the GPS. But here we've just got green flashing. That means it's ready to go.
Once it is all green and it has full GPS lock, if you leave it in the same spot for 8 seconds, it'll set that as its home point, and if it gets in trouble, it'll automatically fly itself back. How cool is that?
Okay, so you've got the 2 different controls here. Don't move them at the same time yet, because that's how you activate it. But this one is controlling the up and down. So if you push that up, it's going to fly up at full speed. So like when you play your racing games,
like up.
Yeah, don't do full left or full right until you're ready. Like in center, it'll hover. Okay. If you push it down a little, it'll start to descend slowly. Okay. If you push it all the way down, it'll come down quick. Which from a height is fine, but when it gets close to the ground, if you keep it right down, well, it'll go down and then bounce and bounce and bounce. It's pretty strong.
You've
but
done it before?
Yeah, heaps of times, every time. Okay. back to the center, it'll hover. And then this one, left and right on this control, makes it do 360s.
Okay.
Which sounds dangerous and cool and all of that, but it's really simple, and that's how you get those cool panoramic shots when you're in the air. So if you go that way, it'll turn one direction, you go that way, it'll turn the other direction. Simple enough. Then this one will get it to fly forward, back, left, right.
Okay.
Easy.
So I'm like sweating,
And then-
it's gonna slip out, and then I'm just gonna smash it, and then that's it.
That's
Game
okay.
over.
Then we just stop hanging out and we're no longer friends. That's fine. So I'm going to start recording here. Say hi.
Hello.
Not scared at all. Hi.
Scared.
Okay, so I'm just going to point it down just a little bit towards the ground, a bit past straight up and downsies. Then I'm going to face it away from you.
Oh my god.
Now, to get it started, you push those into opposite corners and hold them there. So just do it and it'll activate. Hold them right in the corners.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Okay, so just hold it there for a second and then you can let them both go. So then that one's in center. So let's just step back a little.
What if I hit myself in the face?
Well, better you than me. Thumbs up if you would quite like to see Tina hit herself in the face.
No.
So if you push that above 50% now, it's going to raise up a bit and it'll keep going up until you level it again. So just don't push it all the way to the top, but push it a little bit to the way to the top. Okay, now that it's level, you can just put it back to 0 and it'll hover.
Hey, he's not hovering. Oh, there you go. Oh my god, it's coming towards me.
Okay, so if you want to fly it away, there you go. Now, what you just did is perfectly right. If you're not sure what you're doing at any stage and you're like, fuck, it's gonna, excuse me, and it's gonna hit a house or it's gonna hit a person and you don't know what to do, up. It's safe. There's nothing high, there's no power lines here. Better you just fly it up than you hit a tree.
Yeah.
Okay? So now slowly bring it down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now, using this one left and right, make it do a 180 so the camera's facing us. Okay?
Whoa.
Oh, you know, you're getting it, you're getting it. So, and now try doing left and right. So they're reversed now. So if you do right, it's gonna go left. Okay, makes sense? So red is always at the front, green is always at the back.
Oh my god, it's so fun. I want one.
Well, tell your hubby, put it on your Christmas list. This is why I put it on the Christmas buying guide, because so many people are gonna love this thing. Okay, so this is not a Matt teasing Tina thing, this is a serious thing. Don't get too cocky with it. Everyone does, and that's when you're gonna screw it up. So just play left and right, turn around, get a hang of those kind of controls.
Can it see us?
So bring it down. You can get it to hover right here. That camera's super wide. Even if your nose is touching it, it'll still see your ears. Bring it on over. So then forward is going to bring it towards us. And if you want it to go right, you need to go left. Remember, because it's facing towards us.
Yeah. Wait, it's too close.
Okay. You got it. So backwards is forwards, forwards is backwards. You're all over it. Like, seriously, this is what, 2 minutes in? It's not that hard, right? Come on, come closer. It's okay, we won't hurt you, little man. Okay, now this is the part you're really going to enjoy. Full throttle up and just watch how fast this thing accelerates. Bye-bye.
Whoa! Oh no, it's so high.
That, I'd be comfortable going at least 10 times higher than that.
Really? I can barely see it. That's so
It's got
scary.
a huge range. It's out of the camera though. I'm going to show you something else here which is really important, which is this GPS ATTI mode.
Okay.
So, you know how we set it up and the GPS was confirmed, it had the flashing green lights, it can see all the satellites. That means if it runs out of battery, it'll try and land back on the box. Probably the box is too small of a target, but it'll land back there. It also means that, you know, there's small amounts of wind at the moment. It's actually fighting that. It feels it and it's fighting to stay in its right position. So with GPS, it just hovers. Let's just turn it on to ATTI and see what happens. So you see it started moving in that direction slowly. That's the breeze is taking it.
Okay.
As soon as we turn it back on the GPS,
It's gonna stay.
it'll start hovering again, see? So pretty clever.
Smart.
The coolest part of that is, so take it to the left a little bit, so that's your control right. Okay, and now I want you to go fast in that direction, so press it the other, so fast and hold it. Now let go, and then see it goes and then it stops itself.
Yeah.
Now go back again and stop. Cool, and it stops itself. Now just go that way a little bit more so we get more of a run up. Now let's turn it on the ATTI mode, and then I want you to go back into that direction, okay? And stop. And see, it's just gonna keep drifting right off camera, okay? And now if you go back the other way and then stop, it keeps drifting because of the momentum. As soon as you put on GPS, it'll stabilize itself though.
Yeah.
So if you're ever flying like I did with Eric, I'll show you guys this in a second, and it just gets away on you, first thing, make sure you're in GPS so it doesn't keep drifting away from you. And then let's say, let me just screw you up a little bit here. So I'm gonna fly it up,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm gonna turn it around and around and around, and then up and around and around and around, and up and around and around and around.
No, it's going up. It's like a dot in the sky.
Okay, let's go higher then, and around and around and around and around and around.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay, now when it's up that high, let's see. So, yeah, it's hard to see. So I actually have lost it. So that's one good piece of advice. Make sure you keep your eyes on it. It's so easy to lose partway through. But start to bring it down so you find it again. And then work out where front and back is. So slow it down now. Start to work out where front and back is. Try going left a bit, try going right a bit, and you'll figure out, okay, which direction is it facing? And as soon as you know where it's facing, it's easy for you to get control of it again and bring it home. You got it? Easy, huh? Now bring it over to say hi to us. Now I think the batteries are flashing. It might mean it's starting to get low on battery. Okay, we've been flying a while now, so I want you to land it. So bring it close to us and then just land it down somewhere near the box, but don't try and get it right on the box. So just slowly bring it down. Bring him down. Yep, and then once it's on the ground, just hold the controller all the way down. All the way down. Yep, all the way down, and it turns itself off. Booyah! How fun was that?
I did it. I want one.
There you go. I want
It's my
one.
Christmas present.
DJI, if you're listening, you'll make a little spoiled Asian girl very happy.
I'm not spoiled unless I get this. I'll be spoiled.
She's not that Asian either, or that little. Ha! And you're not a girl. So lots of lies. But no, this is mine. So let's put a new battery in it, and then you can take it as high as you want.
Why? Oh,
Only a girl would ask why. It's like saying,
No,
I'm going to get more horsepower in my car. Why? We just changed batteries, and I brought it over to show you how it was flashing green then red, indicating that it still needed to get more GPSs. But within 10 seconds, it's got them. So if you just let this sit in a place for 8 seconds with a GPS signal before you take off, it sets that as its home position, and that's where it's going to fly back to.
So you can see that Tina had an awesome time with it, and I have to give her props. I got her in because I thought Eric maybe wasn't a fair example because he's flown some helicopter-y stuff before. But what can I say? Tina did better than him. This was Eric's attempt to try and land the copter on the box. Wow. Whereas Tina nailed it. On your Tina. The clip I mentioned about how Eric lost control of the copter, that was actually in my review, so you can click on the link that's on screen there to check that one out. If you have any questions or comments, please fire away. I'm really enjoying flying with this thing. Everyone who sees it wants one. Enjoy.